Hey squad, it's Daedrien, and I am going to tell y'all of how I lost my cat Dallas to a preventable illness and how I turned that heartbreak into a mission to change pet food forever. Okay, to start off, I adopted Dallas in 2005 from Fort Davis, Texas. I'm from Alpine, Texas. So shout out West Texas. If you know, you know. But yeah, so I adopted her, and pretty much like how the story goes is I wanted a cat. I told my grandpa I want a cat. And if you know my grandpa, you know that he will do anything for his baby girl, me. And he was like, okay, well, let's go get you a cat. So we went to the Humane Society, picked out Dallas. She had like two like siblings there, and like obviously I couldn't get him. But like, yeah, so I got Dallas. And fun fact, her middle name is Lightning because it was lightning and thundering and all that stuff. And yeah, her full name is Dallas Lightning Glaiva. And Oreo's middle name is Thunder because I don't even know if this is true, but thunder comes after lightning. What is it? It's true, right? It has confirmed it's true. So so Oreo's middle name is Thunder because he comes after lightning. So that's a little fun fact. um but yeah, so yeah, got Dallas. And but Dallas wasn't the only pet I had back then. My first pet I ever had was Nala. She was a golden retriever, and I had her like they had her like since I was born. So I like grew up with her, but she died in, I think, going into like first grade. That was like my first like trauma, with pets. And then second one was Jinx. I got him in second grade, and a year later, that's whenever I adopted Dallas. Jinx was a chocolate lab, and I will talk more about Jinx later on. We were in a different video probably. And then Dallas, and then I got a teacup chihuahua named Teeny, and then those were pretty much my childhood like pets. Like, yeah, like there's a huge gap between them and then like Oreo. Like I adopted Oreo in like September 2019. But anyways, let's go back to Dallas. So yeah, Dallas was like my BFF. Like we did everything together. I loved her so much. Like if you know me, you know I love cats and like just like everything about cats. Like I literally remember like someone asking me like in middle school, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I literally said a cat. I don't even think Brian knew this.
I think you told me.
Did I tell you that? But yeah, I wanted to be a cat. I had like all these cat books, like I had little cat ears and like all this like cute little stuff. And it was all basically because of Dallas. I love dogs too, don't get me wrong, but like I don't know, there's something about cats that just like I love them. And I was the only child, so Dallas really was like a sibling to me almost. Like we would like do hide and seek, or would watch birds together. She'd sleep with me, like that's who I would like. I would cry to her, like I would act like she knows what I'm saying, like all this stuff. And yeah, like I just love her. I loved her with my whole heart, and I still do love her. And then I went off to college. So I went off to college in 2015, and she was actually diagnosed with diabetes in 2016. So let me tell you the story of like how like that happened. So I came home for fall break like in October-ish, and like something was off. Like she just wasn't like herself. Like I know my baby girl, like, and it just like wasn't right. And so like I did like some research, like the little like basic research that I could do, and it was like, oh, like check like the potty, like the litter box for like blood. And so I did, and there was blood, and I was like, oh shit. Like let me make an appointment like ASAP. And so the doctor that we usually go to, like the vet, like she was booked up, like she could not take like any people until like next week or something like that. And so I was like, I really want to do this, like I want to be the one to go, like I want to, because it's like my cat, like I want to make the decision. And so we couldn't get with the vet that we usually go, so we went with this other vet, and because he could get me in like the next day. And pretty much I went, told him what was happening, and he pretty much told me like, oh, that's old age, like that just like happens. And yeah, like it's like there's nothing wrong with her. And I was like, okay. Sir. Okay. So I just went home with Dallas. And like I couldn't really question like a vet, like, are you gonna question your doctor if they say something? Like, no, they're medically like medical professionals or whatever, so like they should know what they're talking about. So like, yeah, went home, dropped her off. Dallas obviously like wasn't in school with me. I went to school in San Antonio. Shout out the Dub. Go Cards. Go Cards, baby. So yeah, so took her home, dropped her off, told my grandparents what was happening, and that was really it. A couple months later, I honestly, I think it was like a couple weeks later, it was like Dallas, my grandpa called me. It was like, Dallas isn't moving, she's not eating, she's not using the bathroom, and that's whenever they took her to like the doctor that we usually go to, and that's whenever she was like, hey, Dallas has diabetes. And we were like, oh, I wasn't there. I was in San Antonio. But then, like, my mom was the one that took her. She was like, oh, well, okay. And so, like, from that point forward, like, Dallas was on insulin. She had the specialty diet. She had a special diet, like, all that stuff. And the insulin was administered, like, twice a day, like, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. And, like, she lived with my grandparents. My Dallas did. And so, like, my grandparents were the ones to, like, give it to her. And my grandma kept logs of, like, every, like, time, like, because it's like you have to like move around, like you can't do like the left leg twice like in one day. You have to like move it around because like she could like you could get like sore and stuff. So like she would keep a log of like the time or the date, the time, which like leg and out, like all that stuff. Like I mean that was pretty much it. But she has pretty much like a whole like spiral notebook of like all the logs and stuff. But yeah, so like they pretty much did that for 4 years, and then in 2020 we couldn't keep her alive forever, and that's whenever it started getting like really bad. And like I was in college at that time. Like obviously like I was finishing up my master's at that time. I was like almost like halfway done. I graduated with my master's in December of 2020, and my mom called me one day and she was just like, hey, like Dallas isn't really doing so good. Like we don't know what we're going to do. And, it's my cat. And I really had to like sit down and really like think like, hey, like I'm not going to be able to like get home. I'm not going to be able to get home and like see her. I'm not going to be able to like say bye. And that like really hurts, like even till this day, like being able like not to go say like bye to her, like let her know that like I was there. But we made a decision to just go ahead and like put her down, because we don't know if she's in pain. Like all we can see is like what's going on in the outside. And like we didn't want to like force her to be here if her time was there. She was already like 15, and she was already like 15 years old. Like she has diabetes. She's going through shots twice a day. Like, but yeah. So Dallas got put down, I think like on February 11th of 2020. So before COVID, before anything. And yeah, like I just feel like shit that I wasn't there. But it's just like I literally couldn't leave because I had a job on campus. I'm in the middle of a semester with my master's. Shit's hard. Like, and yeah, like little did I know, like a month later, like I was actually going to be in Alpine for like 3 months because of COVID. But yeah, so that's how Dallas passed away. And that's how she was, diagnosed with diabetes. And all of like the diabetes stuff literally occurred because we did not know what we were feeding her. Like even like our dogs, like we didn't know what we were feeding them. We were like, oh fuck, like grab the bag of food, grab the cheapest one, or grab the one that looks the most doggiest, like doggiest. Like I don't know. There was no research. There was just no information. There was no like reading labels. There was none of that, I feel like. And I feel like all of this really didn't start getting like popular until like recently, like maybe like the past like 5 years. Like honestly, like between now and COVID, it all goes back to like just what we fed Dallas. Dallas would eat some table food sometimes. Like she would like drink milk. She would eat turkey, chicken. One of her favorite things she liked was Doritos, but like we wouldn't just give her like a bag. It'd be like a chip, like here and there. So like I'm not a bad parent. Don't come after me. It literally just all came back to the food. And I like told myself like after Dallas passed away, like a couple months before that, I did adopt Oreo. Oh, come here. Say hi. a couple months before Dallas passed away, I did adopt this little boy. This is Thunder. This is Oreo. This is Thunder. AKA Dion, AKA Oreo, AKA OZ. Mama loves you. But I told myself, like, I was gonna, feed him better than, like, what we fed Dallas, and I was gonna do more research. But then take into consideration, like, I'm a college student. I don't have, like, hella money to spend on, like, a raw diet, like, $100, like, a month or whatever. Like, I just don't have that. Like, a lot of people just don't have that. And so I did the best I could. Like, like, I would go to, like, and try to, like, grab, maybe I'd cook him, like, a chicken breast, like, like, or cut it up. Basically, that's whenever my research began, was whenever Dallas, like, passed away. And it wasn't until I started getting, like, big girl money, that's whenever I really was like, okay, like, let's actually dive more into this. And so that's when I started doing my research about, like, raw diet, freeze-dried food, like, even, like, they deliver, like, the meals to you, like, every month or whatever. And basically everything that I researched all came back to freeze-dried food. For one, it is, I don't have to like worry about refrigerating it. I don't have to worry about, like, all that bacteria and all that stuff. For two, it's hella convenient. And for three, it's just, like, it's really good food. Like, especially if you pick, like, the right brand, like, it's gonna provide all, like, the nutrients that, like, a raw diet has. And yeah, that's how I landed on raw freeze-dried food. Sorry, guys. And yeah, it's literally, like, my cats have been eating it for, like, years. Even, like, before, like, Spoiled Pets, like, developed, like, the meals and stuff. Like, we were using other brands for freeze-dried. And freeze-dried is very different, like, between brands. And even if it's, like, freeze-dried, you still want to, like, look at the ingredients, because they could add so much, like, other, like, BS into it, and you still want to, like, check the labels for everything. So yeah, throughout all of, like, my years of doing research, like, I did, like, solid research for, like, maybe, like, 2 years before, like, all of this really came into life. But I have so much information to share with y'all, and to share with people that actually care about what they feed their pets. So I really hope y'all stick around for this, because I am really just trying to inform people, for one, and revolutionize pet food, for two. Like, I want people to know, like, what's going on. The specialty diets that y'all get told, like, this is what your pet needs. I'm not gonna name any names right now, because I will in another video, but all that stuff is BS. Like, it is all BS. Like, I'm talking about, they add in 2 ingredients to, like, oh, this is what it is. But they add in, like, 2 ingredients to, like, the cheapest food that you can ever think of, and they call it specialty diet, and then they charge you $100 for, like, 5 pounds, whenever you could literally go out and get that supplement for, like, maybe, like, $50 that will last you maybe 3 months, and you just add it to their food. Yes, it's less convenient than, like, the pebbles that are already there. You don't have to, like, worry about it. You don't have to measure anything out. But, like, bro, like, that's what they're not telling you. Like, I have been on, like YouTube, I've been on TikTok, like, no one is talking about this. So I'm gonna be, like, the one to, like, really just tell y'all, like, what's going on, like, the pet, like, food side that other people don't really know about. Like, I want you to be informed. I want you to know how to read labels. I want you to know what to look for. I want you to know all of that stuff. And even if you don't buy from Spoiled Pets, I want you to leave this video, or my social medias, or TikToks, whatever. I want you to leave and know something else that you didn't know before, that alters your pet's diet, because that could possibly change their life, and that could also change your pockets in a good way. But yeah, this is Spoiled Pets, everyone. I'm so glad that y'all joined in to watch this video. If you're about changing the industry in pet food and want to revolutionize it with me, comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We will be uploading more videos. If you have questions, comment them. If you want to see a specific video, comment them. Let me know. I'm going to read all of them. And, like, one last thing, we're a brand that you can actually talk to and see. We have full transparency. I know where every single ingredient is sourced and all that. Like, you ask me, I'm going to know. And if I don't know, Brian's going to know. God damn it. And that's the truth, because guess what? I can hold a lot of knowledge, but hey, like, one person can't hold it all. So yeah, that's basically how it's gonna go. And thank you so much for just watching this video. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, go follow us on social medias, go check out our website, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.